Greetings. My name is Kevin Kraft. I am a surfer, musician, a spiritual acupuncturist, and orthopedic acupuncturist, traversing the line between material and immaterial acupuncture, between the etheric and the corporeal, which basically means that I'm a nerd for anatomy and biomechanics, and also awake to know that there is a spiritual component to most, if not all, pathologies, and that ultimately spirit can heal anything. Come with me on this journey as we observe our world through the lens of infinite possibilities. Guided by the urge to raise the vibration of humanity, let us learn and share in the spirit of service and love. Welcome to Lifting Our Vibration. Greetings, my beautiful vibration lifters. As our souls converge here, as infinite spirits having a human experience, existing as God, learning what it's like to be separate from itself. As we go forth with the knowledge that love is the greatest force and power in the universe, and we have the choice in every moment to choose this infinite power through our actions and the way we move through life. Welcome. And I'm so grateful that you clicked and want to join me tonight. Many of you may or may not know that I am an avid surfer. And I feel that surfing is such a great way to commune with the natural world. As we continue to raise our vibration, it is really important that we commune with the natural world. That means taking a nature bath, going out and being surrounded by trees, going into the ocean and just being surrounded by the wilderness. I recommend engaging, reconnecting with the natural world, grounding, if anything, just grounding on the grass or the sand or the dirt or something, just to feel that connection with the mother. So, for those of you who want to try surfing, here are 5 things that you can do to help you break in to the surfing world. Now, the first thing that you can do is swim. They really should call it paddling and not surfing, or sitting, because in 1 hour's time, if you're having a good session, you maybe will catch 6 waves. And of those 6 waves, if they are pretty good waves, you'll probably wind up surfing them for 10 seconds, which is a pretty good ride. So in an hour's time, if you get 6 rides, that's 1 minute. So for every hour, you might be spending 1 minute of actual surfing. So most of it is paddling. And that is very fatiguing if you're not used to paddling. Swimming is a great way to get you comfortable with paddling. There are so many X factors when you first get on a surfboard. You sit on the sand, you might practice standing up on the sand, but then when you get on the board, every single axis has a balancing point. So it's very discombobulating. And then there's waves coming at you and people surfing around and you don't know what's going on. So swimming is going to help strengthen your confidence in the ocean and in the water in general. Second thing that you can do is understand the ocean. There are so many terms that we use when we talk about surfing that the layperson has no idea what we're talking about. I have a funny story. I have a friend that is from Kentucky, and he moved to California, and I met him when I was about 19 years old. And me and my friend Jorge met him, and he was like, "Hey, what's up, guys?" And we're like, "Hey, what's up?" And he was very friendly. And I was like, "Hey, you should come hang out with us." And so he came and hung out with us. We lived in San Clemente and across the street from 204 Beach. And we just absorbed him into our crew. And years later, he confided in me that he's like, dude, I thought you guys were playing a joke on me the way that you were talking. Like, I seriously thought you were messing with me. Because we're like, oh, dude, it was sick. It was like 6 to 8 feet and offshore. And dude, that lipper you did was so sick. But why'd you snake that dude? And like, you just talking that like we talk every day, which meant nothing to us, but was a total jargon to him. So, there are certain things that you must learn in order to know what you're doing in the ocean. First, learn what a right breaking wave is and what a left breaking wave is. Learn what a closeout is. Learn that when you're first surfing, you don't need to go to Malibu or Trestles or these surf spots. You can pretty much go anywhere where there's a whitewater breaking, because that's all you pretty much want to do is just ride the whitewater. So learn the ocean, learn what a right breaking wave is, learn what a left breaking wave is, and have fun. Third thing that you can do is find somebody experienced who can surf with you, who can take you out, someone who surfs all the time, who has been surfing for at least 10 years or more, who's a regular surfer, surfs 4 to 7 times a week, and who lives and breathes surfing. Try to find someone like that. I have some resources for you. You can hire a coach or go to a surf school. There's surf schools all over the place now. Those are really great. It's kind of really shorten your learning curve. Like if I started surfing when I was 11 years old, and I didn't have anything but me and my other friends banging into each other and just a janky surfboard. If I had a bigger board and someone to push me into waves and someone telling me when to stand up and telling me which waves to go on and which waves not to go on, showing me the etiquette, what to do when other surfers are going, it would have been a lot easier. So I went through the learning stages of like trial and error, and it took me, I wasn't competent in surfing. I was a kook from 11 up until 15, pretty much. And there were other reasons for that. I didn't get to live right on the beach. If you're a kid that's growing up right on the beach and you're really inundated in the surf culture, then you're going to have a steeper curve, because that coaching and those advanced surfers are your peers, are the people that are your cousins or your friends' fathers or whoever. So you're going to get that coaching just naturally. But I had to travel to the beach. I lived about 10 miles from the beach, and me and my crew were not welcome in San Clemente, where we always surfed. So it was tough. It was tough for us. We got to surf about 4 times a week, 4 to 7 times a week, and it was an uphill battle. But eventually I got better, and 15, 16 I started surfing pretty good. Got sponsored right during my college years, and went on a bunch of amazing surf trips. But find someone who is experienced to help you. They can really shorten the timeline it takes to get better. Fourth thing that you can do is to skateboard. Learning how to skateboard and learning your balance on a skateboard is going to help you when you're actually riding the waves. It's going to build up your instincts and show you how to use your balance and how to use your rail, how to turn, how to use your body to turn. It's really going to give you good instincts. My surfing really took off when I started surf skating. Now, I started skateboarding and surfing in the same year. I was 11 years old, started skating, started surfing. And that was very common. You know, if you look at some of the best surfers in the world, a lot of them are skateboarders. Joel Tudor is a great skateboarder. John Florence is an amazing skateboarder. Sumit Ivan, his brother, is a really good skateboarder. Ben Bourgeois, who's like kind of off the map now, but he was a really amazing skateboarder. Nadas Kappas, who was a professional skateboarder, was a good surfer. Tony Hawk was a fairly good surfer. His brother, Steve Hawk, was the editor of Surfer magazine. So the surfing and skating, of course, is intertwined. Skateboarding, modern skateboarding, of course, invented by surfers. And the connection between surf and skate cannot be broken. So skateboarding can improve your surfing. So go out there and skateboard and swim and skateboard. If you, those two things are basically what you're doing. You're paddling and then you're riding the waves. The popping up, the standing up portion is the one thing that's missing from actual skateboarding or swimming. The fifth thing that you can do is do pop-ups at home. Do pop-ups until you cannot do them anymore. So you lie on the floor, you kind of draw your surfboard outline, and you stand up and you feel like where you want to stand. If you're riding a shortboard, foot will be closer to the tail, and your front foot will be just about the widest portion of the board. So stand up and try to get that stance going. Lie down, stand up, lie down, jump up, lie down, jump up until you can't do it anymore. Do that every day. Lie down, jump up, lie down until it becomes like second nature. That's going to really improve your surfing. And remember, surfers are humans, so they are impatient. They're not going to like it that a newcomer is coming, and the reason why they don't like newcomers is because newcomers don't know where they're at. They don't understand that they're drifting into the peak where all the top level surfers are. I spent a lot of time in Pleasure Point, and Pleasure Point is particularly bad for this. Lowers and places like that are a little bit different because you're not going to accidentally float into the peak at lowers. You're really going to surf lowers if you're surfing lowers. But at Pleasure Point, you can be surfing second peak, and you could kind of drift towards first peak and all of a sudden be in the mix at first peak. And then if you get in someone's way, it's all bad. So that's why it's important to go with an experienced surfer. They can show you where the lineups are, show you where you can sit, and always look over your shoulder before you stand up. So many novice surfers they feel a wave is coming, like, oh, it's my wave, I gotta go. They don't realize there's a rotation, and that you don't just paddle past someone to catch a wave. That's why it's important to know what a right and a left breaking wave is. So you don't sit on the shoulder of a right breaking wave and then paddle up towards the peak past someone who was sitting on your inside to catch the wave. That is a violation, and you probably don't even understand what I'm talking about. I have to show you some visual aids to show you, but basically, know your surroundings. Always look over your shoulder. If you're paddling this way to catch a wave, look over your shoulder before you stand up every time. And have fun. And don't worry too much about people's attitudes, but you can decrease your run-ins with a possible negative run-in if you do these things that I'm telling you. And if you want more resources, just hit me up. Leave a comment. I'm available. I surf pretty much every day. And on the weekends, I go with my family. We live in Oceanside. We go to the beach. You can meet up with us, and I'll be more than happy to help you out. Because it's all about spreading the love and raising the vibration. And let's do that. Let's raise our vibration together and be splashing in the ocean, having fun. It is such a beautiful thing to do. The negative ionization of the ocean just filling us. It's a wonderful way to commune with Gaia. I hope that this helps you, and that if you want to try surfing, you can leave a comment and you can try to get in touch with me, and we can go and we can shred together. It'll be so fun. I love you. I appreciate you. and we will see you again soon. Peace.